they're here. God, I cannot believe it's a dead alien. That blows my mind. Just absolutely astonishing. I wonder if anybody else has gotten an EVP about aliens regarding the MArfa Lights. Or just in general. That would be nice to know if anyone else has gotten that. Alright, I'm going to tell you about the MArfa Lights. It's a major Texas mystery, and the phenomena surrounding this, these scientific studies, it's incredible. Previously on this case file. Groundbreaking! Dead alien. My God! I can't believe this! This is groundbreaking! And a really bright flash. Some UFOs on camera, and I still cannot believe what I'm hearing. So much happened. I cannot believe that I documented this. Now, I started seeing some ghosts. I started recording their voices. Extraordinary. And it looked like a UFO had come out of it. And I cannot believe that I documented this. This is insane. So everything that happened that night, what thousands of other people heard. I think it's a dead alien. Are you shitting me? Well, listen to it again. I need to hear that again. I'm feeling like Elliot from E.T. Phone Home right now. This is incredible. This is groundbreaking. This is hey, let's go. Alright, let's talk about this for a moment. The light phenomena has been occurring for over 100 years, okay? It's been occurring east of a small town in MArfa, Texas, near the U.S., Texas, Mexico border. And remember, this has been going on for over 100 years. The first report was in 1883, the first documented report of these strange lights. I just want to call them extraterrestrial lights, but I don't know. I just know that it's either paranormal or it is something that science can explain. You know, the Air Force and the state police, they could never figure it out. Still to this day, nobody knows what these lights are or their origins or why they are. After the first documented sighting in 1883, you know, there were pilots and ranchers and farmers and civilians that were continuously coming forward, and that's been consistent for over 100 years. Within these reports, the constant detail the most common is that there are these lights of different colors, blue, red, yellow, gold, hovering above the desert plains in Marfa. And then, they usually appear, especially by eyewitness testimony, they usually appear right after sunset, and they last on average for about an hour. And they've been documented by scientist and NASA aerospace engineer James Bunnell in all weather conditions. He's been researching this phenomena for well over a decade, and he's used multiple cameras. He has some incredible documentation, photos and things like that. He documented the lights appearing dozens of times throughout the year for over 10 years and in all weather conditions. It's very interesting, but he still does not know the origins of this phenomena, and I don't think many do. There's scientific theories, ball lightning, if you know anything about that and how it's produced. And then there's, of course, something that goes back to lore known as will-o'-the-wisp, which is linked to swamp gas, and when it, ignites and all that, it's a little ball of fire that basically hovers across the land. And, it's interesting because with folklore of will-o'-the-wisp, it came back to there's a lot of common details. So basically they would see these blue or green or white glowing wispy things going across the land, and it would be taken as an omen, something supernatural. They would turn and follow the wisps, to their destiny, to their fate, or to be lured away from danger. Enough of that. So there's all these different things. There's all this scientific evidence and testings and documentation, and nothing has been substantial enough to prove that it is caused by ball lightning or swamp gas or this or that. The only thing I have is I'm going off of my experience, my research as, a paranormal investigator, a demonologist. I have my diploma in advanced scientific theory. I'm very honed in, and, it's pretty deep with my work with esoteric symbology, which goes back to testimonies of abduction with UFOs and the symbols on those UFOs that are linked back to some of my darkest cases, and I have cases in multiple countries, but some of the darkest were ones of entities literally writing these symbols out. And through years of research, I was finding these symbols all over the world in different cultures and in different paranormal cases and in the occult, different practices. But what was more incredible was the fact that there were testimonies and pictures of these same esoteric symbols on UFOs. But that's something I'll get into later. So I have all of these different fields of expertise that I've been doing. I'm in my third decade of doing this. I've been doing this a long time. Paranormal, demonology, occult. I was homeschooled, and that's what I learned. It's always been the focal point of my life. But I've never honestly focused, pretty intensely on extraterrestrial life forms and UFOs and all of that. But it was a constant part of my life because I have family members who have seen aliens in their living room. Even my partner, his family, one of the distant relatives who was a Broadway seamstress in I think it was Vegas, and she was abducted in Arizona. And Arizona's not far from the MArfa Lights because I drive through the country constantly. I'm 10,000 miles to 20,000 miles, every other month. And I'm not doing that as much now because of fuel prices and I have so many cases in New England. But, the point is that I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of crazy things. I've lived in deserts. I've lived in mountains. I've lived in the cities. And there is some strange stuff going on in the skies. So I do believe that aliens, UFOs, all of that is coming out more and more. But I never ever expected to document unseen entities, knowing what most of the entities were, because I could see the anthropomorphic souls, I could see angels, I knew there were other entities present, but I didn't say anything on camera. I said something later to my partner who was with me, and I had a hard time sleeping because I slept in the back of my truck that night, which you're going to see all the footage of this. But I never expected them to say dead alien, that there's aliens here, this and that. So I've really I'm really leaning towards the conclusion that these lights, these MArfa lights, are extraterrestrial in nature, possibly. I don't know for sure. I'm still going over the evidence and many scientific theories, a lot of other documented archives. So let's move forward here because a lot happened. So there's a lot more to see. There's actually a well-known place within history known as Roswell, only a couple 100 miles from where I stand now at MArfa Lights. Got BJ right there. Dead aliens were actually at Roswell. I'm kind of thinking that there might be some sort of link between MArfa Lights and Roswell and a lot of the abductees throughout the South. I don't know. I think there also might be something going on underground, right where I stand. Why else would they say dead alien? And everything else they've said. Okay, I feel like you want me over here. This is like wet cold. Alright, I'm over here now. What really wanted me? I really want to see the lights. You see the lights? I want you to put your glove over your light, okay? They said it's lights that comes up from the ground. And they dance around you because they're different colors. Alright, I'm going to put them here. I'm breathing. Is this camera still rolling? No, the battery's good. Hold on, I got BJ, stand over here. Shine your light on the recorders, please. Perfect. Okay, I got it in focus. I feel like someone's trying to tell me something here. I don't know why they would say dead and then pause and then say alien. Why? Why would they say that? I feel like it's just been so weird lately. Alright, I'm here. I brought angels with me. Make sure you get the recorders too. Okay, go ahead. Angels, spirits, any one of you with anything you want me to say, I just want you to know there is a car going by. What do you want me to know? What exactly is it that you're trying to tell me with the dead and aliens? What's under the ground where the lights are coming up from? Thank you very much. I'm stopping it because there's another car going by. This is absolutely shocking. It's beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise. What's even creepier, though, is the town. I'm going to take everybody with me to the town tomorrow. I'm going to go live. I'm going to film everything with my camera. Okay, now that they have passed, let's make sure it's up all the way. And playback. Remember, the car did drive by, so it could have covered up their voices.
Okay, so I have one of you, anything you want me to say, I just want you to know there's a car going by. What do you want me to know?
Pause. I'm just pausing it. Okay.
What exactly is it that you're trying to tell me with the dead and aliens? What's under the ground where the lights are coming up from?
Okay, so what you see happening here is I'm going into Seance. I'm asking the questions and I'm hoping for answers. I did get them. I let you see a little bit of it here because I was replaying the EVPs on the live stream so they could all hear that. And so this audio is tainted on this camera, but what I do is I say, okay, I played this for all of you. I'm going to come back over here and document these EVPs and replay them on this camera up close. So that way I have it documented and it's clear and it's loud and it's not tainted or distorted. So I'm going to fast forward through the live stream and come over to the camera so you can hear what they had to say. So there's quite a bit right there. BJ, go behind the camera here. I'm about to use the REM pod. I want you to focus that red light on me and look in that screen. How much time I got left on it? Okay, cool. I'm just going to replay these so this camera has it too in case I lose everything on the live. So I'm going to replay. Stronger right there. Alright. This was like going off like crazy on there. I'm just going to replay these so I can document them.
one of you
Focus that light on
want to
this.
say, I just want you to know there's a car going by. Car going by. What do you want me to know? What exactly is it that you're trying to tell me with the dead and aliens? What's under the ground where the lights are coming up from? Thank you very much.
Stay right there. I'm going to play the one where they said dead alien again so I can just have it documented in case anything happens. Because I've already documented like 12 EVPs. Well, 12 EVP sessions with multiple words that I can't even keep up with. And 3 different voices. Right here. Okay. Alright, to the spirits here that are speaking, can you touch that for me? Hey, is your light on it? There you go. Keep your light on it, okay? Stand right here to where you can see it. Or just stay right there. That's perfect. I know you want me to use the voice recorders. It's really like the one thing that I'm the best at because it's just undeniable. And it's just clear. You can just say whatever it is that you want. But can you make that go off? Yes. Bear with me, spirits. Bear with me. I'm gonna have so many EVPs to go over when I get back. God, I cannot believe they said dead alien. That blows my mind. Just absolutely astonishing. I wonder if anybody else has gotten an EVP about aliens regarding the MArfa Lights. Or just in general. That would be nice to know if anyone else has gotten that. Alright. Looks like we're going to be clear after this. Alright, we're going to start. We're going to start now. Okay, spirits. Anything that you have to say, now's your chance. Who's the woman spirit in the dress that I keep seeing running through this whole area? Stopping. I think one of my recorders is messed up. Alright, now this one. Yeah, I told you I didn't think that one did. It was continuously recording.
Okay, Spirit. Anything that you have to say, now's your chance. Woman, spirit in the dress.
Pause. This car go by at the end. It looks like he's doing like 90. One more car. And one more truck. I'm going to do a session in my truck before I end this. Other people can see. Alright. Wait. Two more cars. And putting this recorder away. One more car. One more car.
That's something over there that they're returning.
Hopefully this is the last one. I hope it's the last one. And here we go. Hold on, there's another car. This is going to be a real pain in the ass to analyze. I am going to do one more session in my truck and invite the spirits in there, like I usually do cross country.
Okay, Spirit. Anything that you have to say, now's your chance. Woman, spirit in the dress that I keep seeing running through this whole area.
Alright, so it's faint. I think my camera just shut off. Note to camera, we're walking back to my truck now from... So cold. But they are talking, and I am going to release these EVPs, and I cannot believe what they said. Like when we got here earlier, wasn't it, BJ? Let me turn this around. I want you to describe in your words, I'll keep the light on it. Describe in your words what happened when you saw me walk out there to the desert, and I said, all I remember is I said, okay, they're here. I just have to start now.
Well, I mean, the first EVP that you got, clear as day, right at the end, they said MArfa Lights. And then the second EVP, they said dead, a little bit of pause, and then alien right after that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both just as clear as can be.
And I had 2 recorders running, so I'm hoping that... I know, because you looked up at me. Sorry, I'm backtracking.
Blew me away. Like the first one just said MArfa Lights, clear as can be.
There's so much ice. Everything's frosted. That was pretty. There's ice right there. It's pretty cold. I don't know exactly if this is gonna work. I'm not exactly sure if you're able to come through with all the noise, but if you can, good morning, spirits and angels. Thank you. So, let's play this back, shall we? Camera set up there. Okay, take another glove off here.
Sure, you're able to come through with all the beliefs that you can. One is
Hear the cars. That was an EVP. Okay, I hear you talking. Alright. You know, this has all been kind of shocking and extraordinary at the same time. There's a little bit of an eerie feeling with this, but in hindsight, this is some pretty incredible documentation, and the evidence has led me to believe that there is a link between the MArfa Lights and extraterrestrial entities. There could possibly be a link between the MArfa Lights and Roswell. Only time will tell.